Hey everyone, Julie here at Gracie's Essential Oils and Amazing Grace Spa. So I have personally noticed a major increase in people getting ill. Of course, it's cold and flu season, so it's just natural this time of year for people to get ill. And so I'm just wanted to just throw out some ideas of prevention for you that have been really helpful for me. And some things that I carry in my store, but other things that you can just get at, a local health food store or even just order on Amazon. So a couple things that I like to do every day and things that I think are really, really crucial this time of year is our Thieves Blend. So Thieves is a blend of essential oils, and many of you have probably heard of Thieves, or you're thinking, why the heck is it named that? So this has a really great story behind it. So during the time of the Black Plague, there were some thieves that were removing gold from people's teeth, that were stealing things out of watches and things out of people's pockets, that were dead and dying. And these people were not getting sick. So what it turns out is that these thieves were spice traders, and they were landlocked because they weren't able to trade during that time to try to prevent the spread of the disease. And so as for a lesser sentence, which really wasn't a great sentence, it was either hanging or beheading, they had to give up the formula that they were using. So these guys were spice traders, and so their formula included things like clove and cinnamon and rosemary and eucalyptus and lemon, and they had these long beak-shaped masks that they would stuff full of these herbs and spices, and they weren't getting sick when everyone else that was exposed to this horrible disease was dying. So that's how the name for the Thieves Blend came about, and it is a wildly popular essential oil blend. So during this time of year, I really recommend that you're diffusing with this constantly. So when we diffuse, you're getting these molecules, these aromatic molecules into the air, and they are antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal. So they're doing, just imagine what's happening. If you do have viruses or bacteria floating in the air, imagine what an antiviral in the air can do. Okay, so I'm going to let you kind of figure that one out on your own, because I'm not a doctor and I'm not a scientist, so I can't give you what I know to be true. You have to kind of read between the lines here. So Thieves Oil, number one, diffuse it, apply it. We make it really easy to apply. We have it in a roll-on. So I put this on the bottom of my feet every day. You have more you have pores in the bottom of your feet. You're gonna get this into covering all the cells of your body within 20 minutes. So it actually will work systemically to enhance your immune system that way. So this is really a great little tool to be using every day. We also have spray. So there's a little spray, I forgot to grab that is grain alcohol with Thieves Oil in it. Just super easy. I love this for lots of reasons. One, it just smells amazing. It's just a great kind of cinnamony smell for this time of year. Everyone loves the smell of Thieves. And I spray it in my mask. On my way to work, I will pull out a fresh mask. I spritz it on the front and back of it. I let it air dry because it is a grain alcohol. If you put that on your skin immediately, it might sting a little bit. But what that does is, first of all, it kills anything that's on your mask right away because you're spraying it with alcohol, plus this essential oil blend that's antiviral, antibacterial, right? So the other thing I've noticed being an esthetician is that I was getting acne around my mouth and on my jawline from the mask. And since I started doing that, lot less of that. So, and I've been passing that little tip to a lot of people, and it's been very helpful for people that get maskne. Okay, so that's super helpful. Plus, then you're breathing in those aromatic molecules as well that are antiviral, antibacterial. So again, helping enhance your immune system. So that's the Thieves spray. Of course, Thieves they also have a hand sanitizer, again, in a grain alcohol, and this has aloe in it. So it is very unlike a lot of hand sanitizers out there in that it's not going to be drying your skin out, and you need less of it because it's in that aloe base, so it spreads a lot further and is really gentle on your skin, okay? Another thing I have noticed, I'm in my mask all day long, you know, sometimes so at least 7 hours a day, sometimes more like 10 hours a day. I'm in my mask and I'm talking to people, and you're not getting that humidity from the air. So my mouth is really dry. My throat is dry and sore sometimes even by the end of the day. So these have been my lifesaver, the Thieves Lozenges. So these have, they're just lozenges with Thieves Oil in them and are really soothing to your throat and also can be immune enhancing. So I love those. And then another way you can get Thieves into your body, I mean, you can do something very simply by adding a drop or two to tea or making a little veggie capsule full, but I love, this is super easy. This is called Inner Defense, and it is a gel capsule that has the Thieves Blend as well as oregano. I don't have my glasses, and I believe thyme is in here too, which are both also very strong antiviral, antibacterial oils. One more thing I'm going to just tell you about with, well, maybe a couple other things that I have here to share with you that are strong immune boosting things is our Ninja Red drink. So this is an antioxidant drink. This is about 15 days worth here. And then there's a long story involving that I'm not going to go into, so because I hate to make super long videos, but this is a super fruit antioxidant supplement that you can take like 2 ounces of it a day. You can take more if you want. You could drink the whole bottle. It's not going to hurt you, but it's also enhanced with essential oils that are going to really be strong antioxidant. Anytime you hear antioxidant, you know that that's going to be helpful for you. Another thing, I did talk a few weeks ago about CBD, and CBD is just a super helpful, like think of it just as a supplement right now. We're all under a lot of stress and anxiety thinking about who's going to catch something next. Personally, I have a handful of family members that are COVID positive right now. It scares me to death. And I also have had a handful of customers now. So, you know, it was always kind of second removed that I knew people that had gotten COVID, and but now it's just catching much closer to home. So we're just kind of want to reinforce really taking care of yourself. So CBD can really be helpful as far as it also enhances the immune system. But what I think is really great about CBD is that it really just helps keep your anxiety and stress under control. And we all should know and realize that when you're under tremendous amounts of stress or you're super sad, that you are more susceptible to illness, right? So these are things that can help us stay more calm and help be preventative that way. And then I also did some research for you, and I take multiple supplements myself daily, and these are some of the big ones that are being researched. Of course, this is all just kind of real time happening, but there's lots of supplements that are, of course, very researched, and others that they're researching as they apply to these illnesses that are going around right now. And one is that you may not have heard of is Quercetin. So this is a plant flavonoid, and it may be beneficial in the effect and the incidence and duration of respiratory tract infections. And it facilitates zinc transportation across lipid mechanisms. So zinc, we'll talk about too, but is also a highly recommended supplement for you right now. But the quercetin also kind of binds with that and helps it across those lipid barriers. It can be found in green tea, but it also then in use with combination with vitamin C, it can help recycle that oxidized quercetin that maybe didn't get used, and it produces a synergistic effect, enhancing quercetin's antiviral capacity. Really incredible. It's a strong antiviral supplement. And unless you're drinking a ton of green tea every day, it's real easy to get this supplement. I just bought mine on Amazon. Also, of course, vitamin C, which is antioxidant, supports the immune system. You know, we've all known about vitamin C for our whole lives and drinking lots of orange juice and things like that. But do we really drink enough orange juice to get enough vitamin C into your body? So vitamin C is a water-soluble vitamin, and you will know you've taken too much if you have diarrhea. I mean, that just is what it is. It's a water soluble. It's not going to hurt you. Your body is going to rid itself of it if you've taken too much of it. Zinc is also really important to immune function. And again, with combined with that quercetin, those two combine really well. Vitamin D, of course, this time of year, if you're in Wisconsin like I am, it's getting dark really early, and we only have so much daylight in a day. So most of us are deficient in vitamin C. It's just sort of a fact. And when you have that deficiency, it's associated with a higher incidence of acute respiratory infections. So vitamin D is another one that is really important to get that on board on a daily basis. It'll also just be a mood enhancing because we're not getting enough of that sunlight. So this is another one I learned of today that I am not taking, but I will be adding to my list. And this is called N-acetylcysteine, and it reduces mucus in your respiratory system. It's an anti-inflammatory and an antioxidant, and it can help with respiratory problems. It might not be needed for prevention, but it certainly is helpful in positive COVID cases for reducing that mucus and helping people, they might be able to breathe a little better. Elderberry, lots of people have heard of elderberry as kind of the superfood of the last few years. I take a couple gummies that are super yummy, and I just take those every day. Some people take the syrup and things like that, but super antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and it's has immune modulating properties. So super important. Another one that I take normally, but I didn't really kind of associate with prevention of illness, is melatonin at night. So this boosts your sleep and it reduces anxiety. Again, staying calmer is also going to help keep you more well. And it can also help reduce lung inflammation. Super interesting. And it reduces the risk of fibrosis, which is a challenging complication for COVID-19 patients. So that's really interesting. And then selenium. So selenium is a nutritional antioxidant that supports the immune system. So, I don't know if you need to take all of these things, but I think these are all things that can be really helpful. I also have been really just feeling like self-care couldn't be more important than it is right now, especially for us that are taking care of others all the time. Make sure you're refilling your cup, whether that is with meditation, whether that is with coming in and get a facial, whether it is aromatherapy, whether it is just reading a book, whatever it is that fills your cup emotionally so that you can then pour out your goodness to others. I really encourage you to take that time for self-care right now. I think we all are desperately, desperately in need of that. And all of these aromatherapy options are so great, and so many just teeny weeny things you can do that are going to enhance your own immune system. And I'm not saying that it's going to prevent you from getting ill, but hopefully if you do get ill, you get well much faster. So that's my 2 cents for you. I hope you're all doing really well, and as usual, taking great care of yourselves. And we're here Tuesday through Saturday. We would love to see you. We're being super careful. We're, wiping things down. We all wear masks. I'm here totally by myself right now, so no mask, but, taking good care of you while you're here. There certainly is enough space to be distanced while you're here and still be social. I hate the word social distancing. There's nothing social about being distanced, but we can distance and still be social. So I hope you're well. I hope to see you soon. The shop is open. I will not be doing an open house. I did just send out this notification that we will not be doing an open house or a grand opening of any kind with the threat of all these illnesses right now. But we do encourage you to come over, come see. Chances are you might be one of a couple people here, and there certainly is enough room to be safely distanced from one another, and we'll all be wearing masks. And love to you all, and hugs from afar, and I can't wait to hug you all in person and see your bright and shining smiles. Take care. God bless.